Hello and welcome to the Kristin Carrera podcast. I am Kristin. Welcome back if you've been following along. And if you are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, follow along, and comment. I'd love to hear where you are on your journey. So today we are talking day 7 of the carnivore diet. I made it through one whole week. I cannot believe that I made it through one whole week because I will tell you that this is not made for the weak because it is mentally struggling to get through certain cravings that you may have had prior. It is the struggle of just being consistent, staying accountable for yourself, and making sure that you don't deviate into eating something that is not part of the lion diet. It is not easy. So I applaud you if you have gone through week 1, and I throw a party for you if you have done this for longer. And if it's something that is like a long-term thing for you, then oh my gosh, kudos to you, because I personally so far do not see myself doing this for a long term. I definitely think it's a great reset. It's a great elimination diet to see where your body is and how it reacts, especially if you are coming from more of a sad diet. Now, for me personally, if you've been following along, you know that I have been doing the carnivore diet since January 1st. So my body had already done a lot of that hard work of getting rid of the oxalates and the toxins and all the things that I was eating prior to carnivore. And so I was pretty good. I was good at where I was. Yes, I was having my dairy. Yes, I was still having coffee. So obviously coffee is not strict carnivore, but some carnivores do implement coffee. I am one of those carnivores. And with that, though, I was feeling pretty good. And the reason that I decided to do the lion diet was because I was still feeling some inflammation in my neck and my low back, which I am still feeling today. I did something today in my workout that I tweaked my neck again, and now it feels like it's out. Is it inflammation? Is it part of the inflammation? Or is it just part of the fact that I have a bulging disc and a herniated disc in my low back? It's hard to really say. I haven't seen an improvement there with either carnivore or um, the lion diet. I will say that I didn't have much of low back. My low back was getting better on carnivore. And then all of a sudden, before lion diet, my back went out. It was really, really bad. So maybe it was that I was implementing some more animal-based foods. I was doing sometimes some raw honey. And so I don't know if maybe it was that and maybe I was overdoing it. So very, very hard to tell. Again, it's only week 1. So let's see where we go from here. But let's discuss what happened and what I ate and the motion of the ocean and all the feelings in between. Okay. So day 7, I did wake up tired. I did go to bed late. I got my workout in. I got breakfast for the family, and I laid down and fell asleep to almost 9 o'clock till the baby got up. I just felt tired. After that, I felt good energy. I was getting that energy back, and I was feeling hungry around 10 a.m., but I was doing a lot of errands and decided to just wait. I didn't want to eat so early. Usually, I try to intermittent fast more or less. I don't really keep 100% track on that. I'm not super strict with it. I just kind of naturally do it. So around 11:30, I had my first meal. I had rabo encendido that I made like a soup. That's oxtail. Very, very good. The next day was actually better than the first day because the meat was coming off a little bit more. Around 1:15, I had to run to the bathroom. Yes, TMI, but we are going to talk bowel movements. I still have watery stool, and it's dark. Like if my body is just releasing other toxins. I don't know what's going on. Um, Enlighten me if you know the scientific background on that. But I do know that it is normal when starting a carnivore diet or even obviously carnivore to the lion diet. I am probably releasing whatever it is between the cheese and the dairy and the coffee and the raw honey, right? I was not on a strict carnivore, so therefore I do have things that my body is probably releasing. I just tried to drink water and stay positive because I was not feeling so great after that. Now, here's the big one. Around 2:40 in the afternoon, I was driving to go get the kids and it was raining, and all of a sudden I got major anxiety where thank goodness my mother-in-law was with the baby and I was alone in the car, because I just kept telling myself, get to the school, park, take some deep breaths. I kept telling myself, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I tried to reset my mind, where they say if you start to think about something else, sometimes that helps, where your body isn't thinking of like that flight mode, and kind of lessens the anxiety. So I tried to do that. Um, I had even kind of like a pit of the stomach pain, um, that was hard to explain. It wasn't like I needed to go to the bathroom, but it just hurt. It felt very uncomfortable, almost like I was hungry, but I was just really, really anxious. And I haven't had an anxiety episode, attack, whatever you want to call it, like that since starting carnivore. So that left me with question marks and like, WTF, FML. I was saying all the words yesterday. Um, when I got home from picking up the boys, thankfully, for whatever reason, my husband came home early yesterday, and he opened the door and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, my anxiety is so bad." And I have boys, so they were just making a lot of noise in the back, and I kept trying to be very calm and tell them to please quiet down a little bit. I wasn't feeling well. I don't like to tell them that it's because I'm having anxiety and things like that. They do know that I've had anxiety. I'm very honest about mental health and the way that sometimes people are, but I don't like to feel like I'm always negative. And having said that, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So I just kind of got through it, got home, and I told my husband, I need to go lay down. I need to lay down. And I just wanted to take my jacket off. I had a rain jacket on because it's been raining here. And I like struggled taking my jacket off. I felt off, completely off. And I just he closed the door, he let me have my space, and I got under my soft blanket and I laid there, and I just started to cry. Like, I did a little film, and I don't know that I'll share it, but I did it just in case. I do want to share it one day, um, because it was so bad, and I haven't felt that in so long, and it's just frustrating. It's frustrating because if the most eliminated diet cannot help get rid of my anxiety, when I've heard so many testimonials of how their anxiety is completely gone and mine is still here, it's like, why me? It's like, is it me? Is there something wrong with me? Right? These are just natural things that might come to your mind. And I want to be honest and raw here with you, because maybe you're feeling the same way. Maybe you are still struggling with anxiety and you feel like you're alone. Well, you're not. And it was hard yesterday. It was hard. I literally, but I finally felt the release, the relief just come out of my body. And then I just got tired. It was like it drained me. And I fell asleep for maybe 10, 15 minutes, if that. But I just felt exhausted. To top it off, I was having family dinner here at the house for my mom's birthday. And so I needed to cook dinner for 13 people. And I was like, I got to get it together. I have to get it together. And thankfully, it passed and I felt a little bit better. And I came out and I started cooking, and we had a great family birthday dinner. But that feeling stays with me because I don't want to feel that again. It literally makes me emotional. It literally makes me want to cry thinking about it, because anxiety is horrible. It is one of the worst feelings. It is it takes away it feels like you don't have control. And I don't think anybody likes having that feeling where you just don't have control of your own body and you can't control the anxiety. And it's just there. And it's like knocking at your head, like, hey, I'm here to F up your day. I'm here to make your life miserable. Like, what's up? And I'm just like, literally, I yelled. And that's when I started crying. I was like, F you, F you, F you, F you, F you. And that's what I tell anxiety. F you, anxiety. Because you have no place in this body. No place. And you need to leave. And when I was finally able to kind of just get it out, I felt that release. And then, like I said, I was just exhausted and I took that little cat nap. So it was a rough day ending week 1 on the Lion Diet Challenge. I'm sorry that was like deep and like a little bit sad and maybe depressing, but we're honest here. I'm honest here on my channel. And so 7 o'clock came around and we ate. I had a large steak. I had like a big piece, probably like this big, don't know the ounces, and snuck in a little other piece because I knew that I was hungry. And around 10:30, 11, we were watching TV. I was just, the hunger was creeping in, creeping in, creeping in. And I was like, I just got to eat. And so I pulled out the steak and I just ate the steak cold. My husband was like, what are you doing? I can't believe you're eating cold steak. I am a person that loves to heat up my food, but when I am hungry, being on carnivore has gotten me like, just eat the steak cold. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be hot. I just need to eat the steak. And in the same pan, I had made shrimp for the family. I was this close. I am not kidding, to just plopping a shrimp in my mouth because I really love steak and shrimp. So that was very hard for me, but I got through it. I did not have a piece of shrimp. I only ate my steak and I felt satisfied by the end of the night. So, woo, week 1 has been a roller coaster. It's had its negativities and it's had a few positivities, but I will say that there's more negative than positive so far for me. Again, my journey is different. I am coming from a carnivore diet, and so I feel like I would see more positivity if I was coming from a regular standardized diet and then going into a lion diet, kind of like I did with carnivore. But I will say that week 1 for carnivore may have been worse with how I felt, with the fatigue and all that, and the itching eyes and all that. If you want to check that video out, go check out. I have a week 1 of my journal readings to you, and week 1 was rough and I wanted to quit almost every single day. The comparison, if I wanted to say about carnivore and lion diet, carnivore was a roller coaster with the fatigue and the itchiness, and very, very hard to eat a carnivore way. Now, coming from a carnivore to the lion diet, you would think it would be a little bit easier, but oh my gosh, am I missing my breakfast? I'm missing my eggs and my bacon and my coffee. I'm missing my cheese. I'm just missing the variety that I didn't realize carnivore had versus the lion diet, which is just meat. So that's hard for me. That's been really, really hard this week for me, but we're in week 1 and I got 3 more weeks to go. So I'm pushing through. I have said in my head that I want to quit, but I am not quitting. I am sticking to it. We have an accountability group. We had a comment the other day on the accountability group that was absolutely amazing that I'm going to share over on my Instagram. I got their permission because I love hearing when people are feeling the benefits and feeling good, and that is amazing to me. So if you want to keep on hearing this crazy 30-day challenge, Lion Diet Challenge, stay tuned. Tomorrow we will be talking day 8, and I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful day.